Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller prospecting, and welcome to Tuesday Night Gold Panning Fever, episode number 145, where we're going to be going through some YukonAli Paydirt, her 1 gram bag, which might be discontinued. I almost was tempted to put it on my shelf, but I'm sure I could always order another 1 grammer from her. But how's everyone going? Let me go catch up on chat. I see it's been busy. Weezen Keezer, thank you for being here. HD Shovelhead, Donna, thank you all for being here and being mods. I think Josh is here, but I think he said he was going to be incognito tonight and not really be in chat. So if you're here as well, thank you very much. Just Be Cool, A3 Sky Warrior. I was getting ready to watch your video earlier and I had to kind of pause it. I want to see you pan out some of that HD Paydirt and my Paydirt as well. So thank you for being here, A3 Sky Warrior, even if you're at work and just lurking. Refotris, Rooted Rockhound, Brian Phillips, Charles King. How's everyone doing tonight? Joey Brown, how's it going, brother? JNV Rockhounding. Yep, lots of good channels to watch to see what good Paydirts. And you can always go check out millerprospecting.com for my top 10. Who else we got? Catching up. Troubled One, how's it going? And no, if you watch any of my videos, you'll see generally when I put my dirt in the water, I pour off a little bit just to get that cloudiness done. And 99.9% of the time, you're not going to lose any gold. If the gold's going to be floating, odds are it won't be at that point right then. It's not until you really start mixing it up and getting to it. Flash in the pan, Paydirt, how's it going, brother? When I was getting ready to go live, I saw your post about the slow shipping with Lynch. That made me chuckle, brother. Made me chuckle. Mike Wolf, how's it going? Mark Sheldon, Dean Olson, how's everyone doing? Stephen LeBlanc, hopefully everyone's doing good. I'm almost caught up on chat, I think. I did say hi to you, Just Be Cool, so there you go. Second one, SRIP63, Nightbot, thank you for being here. Troy Stats, thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining the live show. David Simon, how's it going? Culver Prospecting, how's it going? All right, I'm all done saying hi to everyone. Let me pop out my chat. So yeah, we're going to be painting out some YukonAli and hopefully getting another 100% ROI. I'm only going to be doing an equipment review for the rest of this month. So if I get 100%er tonight, that will mean all month I got 100% ROI. So I'd be pretty happy with that. So I'm not going to complain, that's for sure. So definitely have to start checking out some more Canadian sellers if they're all like this. So JP Wands and more, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it as always, brother. Life is doing okay. I have a lot to complain about, but I'm not going to do it on my live show. Terry Curie, how's it going? Thank you for joining the live show. So yeah, tonight we're going to be doing some YukonAli. This is her 1 gram bag. Now, originally, when I was going to be doing my review for this week, when I had scheduled it, I had scheduled to do her 1 gram, and I was going to do the 3 gram during the live show. But since I've heard through the grapevine that she's not going to be doing a 1 gram bag anymore, just the 3 gram and the 5 gram, I figured I might as well review the 3 gram, so next time she has some available, you'll get a good idea of what she's selling. Chris W, how's it going? Rocky Mountain Prospector, how's it going? And again, I don't think, now I know somebody left a comment, I think it was for the Mammoth Gold Nuggets that they think my secret shopper was figured out, but I don't think so at all. The secret shopper I used for Mammoth as well as for Yukon, I haven't used them in over a year and a half, so it's not somebody that's used seen in the community a lot, things like that. So I don't think so. I think it was just good luck that time. YukonAli tends to give a lot of 100% ROI bags because she puts in the super cons that she puts in there. She will put the 1 gram that you're guaranteed, then she puts about a tablespoon of super cons in there. And last year those super cons were loaded. This year the super cons are loaded. So a lot of people, I heard somebody got almost 3 grams out of a 1 gram bag. So flash in the pan. Oh, you got a big 1 ouncer? Was that from Freddie Dodge? Flash in the pan's got the jokes tonight. And if anyone doesn't know, Freddie Dodge kind of borrowed a gold nugget from YukonAli to clean up, and then he kind of lost it for like a year or two. So, uh. Actually, Flash, I know you brought this up last time. I think this might have been in text. Actually, when I ordered from you, the secret shopper I used, and you know who it is now, you figured it out. He was only supposed to order one bag from you because typically I don't have my secret shoppers order 2 bags at once. I almost never have them do that. And he ordered one for himself. And that's why, because typically what I do is I will usually have a secret shopper order one, and then I will either have that secret shopper come back later, a month later, and order one, or I'll have a different secret shopper order another bag on the next day or right around the same time. So usually I don't have a secret shopper buy 2 bags all at once. Or if they do, it might be like with the YukonAli where it's a 1 gram and a 3 grammer. I typically almost never have them say, oh, order 2 1 grammers. So, but sometimes my secret shoppers do go out on a limb and buy their own. So, and that's only, and you would only think secret shopper is because you know I do live shows. If you don't know who I am, and I do not think a lot of Paydirt sellers know who I am. So, you know, I don't think, you know, I don't think I'm all that out there. Clash, yeah. If Clash was doing something, I think people would know who Clash is. I'm not so sure me. So, but, and thank you for the tip as well, Flash. I appreciate that. And Donna, thank you very much as well. Thank you very much. Always appreciate it, Donna. T-Rep Adventures. Thank you for being here as well. Yeah, because it does happen. I have had some people buy some. I think one of my secret shoppers, in fact, one of my secret shoppers, I actually did a review. I mean, this was probably last year, I think early last year, where I had my secret shopper buy a bag and I had him buy another bag, I think a week later, after the other one had been received. And he bought 2 that time. So I told him, we'll keep whichever one you want. And both of my bags were right around a 90% ROI. And I think his was 100, the one he kept. So he did. If they did load one of the bags up, it wasn't the one he got to me. Oh, I have no assumptions that I'm famous at all. No. Yeah, in this community, people know me. That's about it. So what happened to KC? Something happened to KC? 2.17 grams. He must have double loaded that bag. Had to be. That had to be a double loaded bag. Because Gold Nugget Sales is my #1 recommended Paydirt. If you go to my website, millerprospecting.com, he is in the #1 spot. But he typically doesn't add a lot of extra. He's on a very tight budget with all his Paydirts because he sells it as cheap as he can. Things like that. So it must have been a double loaded bag because I typically at a Coyote bags, I think you'll get like 1.05 to 1.09. So if you double load a bag, that would be about what you get. I think that must have been the one of the days where, he either had one too many glasses of wine or not enough coffee in the morning. So he must have double loaded your bag. But you never know. You never know. I'm not saying that's 100%, but in my opinion, that's probably what happened. Wanda, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it as always. Just reading some chat. Wake up, idiots. How's it going? Thank you for joining the live show. I always love your name. CJ Hayes, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. Chef V Prospecting. How's it going? Yeah, YukonAli every year. So again, if anyone missed it, when YukonAli makes her Paydirt, so what she will do is if this is supposed to be 16-ounce bag of Paydirt, she will take the pound of material, put it in the bag. She will take the 1 gram that you're guaranteed, put it in the bag. And then she takes a tablespoon of her super cons and puts it in the bag. Now, I did a video a while back called Canadian Nightmare, I think. I did it last year. It was a Canadian Nightmare Paydirt review. It wasn't a review. It was a video. I did that video, and that was material she sent me that was just the super cons. And I think out of a 12-ounce bag of super cons, I got 10 grams of gold. So she puts a tablespoon in that, and those tablespoons can have a half a gram all the way up to 2 grams in them. So that's why people typically get really, really good ROIs from her, because those supercons she has, it's all flour gold, it's all small gold, it's all really discolored gold, stuff that she can't get out of her sluice normally and easily. So she doesn't care. You know, it's just the stuff that she doesn't want to be hassled with getting. That's it, Flash. I know there's a lot of sellers that do that. I know Tom's from Tom's Gold Dirt used to do that, where he would have it set him out and he would just do all his stuff up. And then when he was done, he'd be like, oh, I got a little extra. And he would just start dumping it in bags. So. But Chris W., in case I didn't say hi to you, thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. So, but let's get to it. Let's start panning this out because I'm excited, and I know her Paydirt can be a little bit difficult at times. So, depends on how much of that tablespoon's in there. The 3 grammer bag I did wasn't extremely difficult, but it was pretty challenging. So, let's move the cam, go over to the panning station, and start panning this out. And we'll get some stuff done. Gold Vlog, how's it going? Thank you for that. And just in case anyone knows, YukonAli is currently sold out, so she probably won't have any again for another 9 months. But it's almost impossible for me to get a secret shopper to order it and get it to me, and then me schedule a review when she's actually selling. So I always just get to it, and it's always right when she sells out. Like, she just sold out, I think, like a week before my video came out. But one good thing, if you didn't see on the Gold Vlog, Vendetta Prospecting is back. So while it's not YukonAli, Vendetta is back. So, all right, let's just shrink down the ugly mug, go to the panning cam, and start panning some material out. So there we go. Move some stuff around. And we're going to start panning this out and see if we can't get all this gold out of there. There we go. Let me get my coffee. And if the mods want to start dropping the hidden link, and again, if you make sure you go leave a comment on that hidden link that one of the mods will drop eventually while we're panning, make sure you go and leave a comment, because you can get a chance to win in a couple weeks. We'll be giving away 1 spot out of 10 for an upcoming raffle for a 1 gram bag of Miller Prospecting Paydirt. There we go. And yes, my website is definitely free. That's just because I can't figure out how to charge people. All right. Let's open this up, dump it out. Now, I am going to classify this material. I typically don't classify too much on my live shows, but because this dirt is so chunky and it's got a lot of cobbles in it, and the gold is so dark, I want to give myself the best options as possible that will cover it all. There we go. Just doing a basic little +10 classification and a -10. All Things Country, how's it going? Yeah, building a website, I don't know. Maybe he's using Shopify. I don't know which software he's using. They're not really the easiest to set up stuff. Typically, once people set them up too, it's hard to go back and fix stuff. I mean, it takes extra time. I can tell you, when I built my website, I mean, I think I put my website up like 7 years ago. After I think like 2.5 years, it got hacked, and I essentially had to start all over. And it took me, what was that, like 2.5 more years before I rebuilt my website and got it back and running. And even now, there's stuff I need to change on it and update, and, you know, not update, because I do update it. I update my website almost daily, but there's things I want to change just with the looks on it and the cosmetics, but it's just such a hassle. Oh, I need to open up my phone and chat. All right, I gotta wait for live chat on my phone to load up. Just got a kilo bag. I know I saw those when those come out. I thought those were a great idea. I like the kilo bag. All right, there we go. Oh, why am I getting a commercial? This is my show. I shouldn't get no commercial. All right. Let's see how dirty this stuff is. Shouldn't be too bad. It's up somewhere in Ohio. I'll buy anybody's 5-gram bag if they double load it. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything out of the plus 10 since this is only a 1-gram bag. It'd be nice to get like one little piece. I see one little piece. I actually see a really big piece. Nice big flat one. Gonna try to skate out the pan, I can already tell. MJ, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show, MJ. I am Zaxxon, how's it going? PA Patriot. What did I miss about all things country? Oh my gosh. Something's wrong with you. Cheddar cheese and that stuff. Oh my God. I do not like Vegemite. I do not like Vegemite with a fox in a box. I do not like Vegemite, sir. Definitely was not for my palate. No sirring. All right. So we got some slag. Something. Some type of metal slag. And some gold. Couple little pieces. So that's some gold there. Put these off to the side somewhere. There we go. Then we got to start with the tiny stuff. Let me show you. See, it's a nice little piece. It's really, really thin. Don't really make too much noise. Okay, there's another piece of gold. I'm guessing 0.1, probably 0.12, 0.13, somewhere like that. But all right, put that to the side and let's start panning up the other stuff. Home Zoo and Prospecting, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Bob's Pistols and Paydirt. How you doing, brother? How's it going? Well, maybe they like flour gold. That won't be a problem if they like the flour gold. Oh, yeah, I forgot this. This stuff just does not want to take in water. There might be some loaded dirt going in this Tuesday tailings. I don't mind beans and toast because I really like pork and beans. I haven't had them in years though because they're not the healthiest thing, but uh, they're gonna be using a lot of jet dry tonight. Dream mat. There you go. I like the dream mat. Now, I don't remember her dirt last year being this hydrophobic. It might have been. I might have just forgot. But this year, this stuff is really, really nasty. And that generally happens when the material they're digging has already been previously dug up and a lot of vegetation was buried. So just like if you turn your soil over, like if you dug up your grass and flipped it upside down, the dirt right underneath there would end up having that like waxy film on it. So a couple pieces of gold. Start putting this in the finishing pan. I know Dirt Hog, or what is it? It's Dirt Hog. Their material tends to really not like water too much, and it can be a pain. But this, I think this is probably the worst I've ever seen. I mean, it just does not want to. Jet dry kills my grass. Well, all my stuff, all my material, everything sits for as long as possible. Everything I'll dump my sink will sit in a 5-gallon bucket for probably a week so everything can settle. Then I just pour off the top. Backyard prospecting, how's it going? Yeah, you need HD's. Ed, I heard he did some winning. Yeah. Hey, Frank, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Dirt Hog Paydirt is okay if you get the bonus bags. If you don't get a bonus bag, you're not going to get a good ROI. I think it's been a long time since I've reviewed them. I will say I used to review them a lot in the past, and I always thought that their 1 gram bags were a better deal. I think the ROIs always went down. So if I got a 60% ROI out of the 1 gram bag, it'd be 50% for the 3 gram, and then a 40% for the. So I think they kind of just sucker you in with the 1 grammers and make them. You think, oh man, or the smaller bag, the $29 bag. There's no guaranteed ROIs. I mean, guaranteed gold. But so the $29 bag always has a decent ROI, like 60, maybe 65%, which isn't bad for a $29 bag Paydirt. But once you get to the higher ones, the ROI just drops because they're trying to sucker you in and telling you, hey, buy the small one. Look how good it is. Buy the big one. So you're better off just buying 3 or 4 of the little ones to save on shipping and then hope you get a bonus bag in there too. Did Dirt Hog? I haven't looked at them in probably a year and a half. I haven't looked at them. But more gold. They just never had, their ROIs just never went up, so there's no reason for me to keep going back to them. What's harder, hydrophobic dirt or brick red? I would rather take the red dirt. That's just so much easier. Because you don't really, most painting, you're not really looking at the stuff. So dirt that gets really, really dirty or discolored really doesn't bug me too much. Because you're mostly going by just the feel, you know. But things like this where you got to break them up by hand, clay, things like that, I really dislike doing. I love gnome material. People will tell you that's the one I always talk about. Is my favorite Paydirt is gnome beach sands. I love them. Chicken Alaska, they got what is it? Chicken Miner, chickenminer.com. He sells Paydirt out of Chicken Alaska. Good stuff when he gets it. He doesn't have it all the time though. Hey, Gary, how's it going? Thank you for joining the live show. Appreciate it. Riley Wood, thanks for joining the live show. I appreciate it. Me T, how's it going? More gold. More gold. Some of this stuff is really, really dark. Like, see, in comparison, like these two pieces. See, one's a little bit shiny with some dark, and that one's just dark, dark, dark. And this is a cool one. Toenail clipping, gold. I love YukonAli's Paydirt. Love her Paydirt, love her gold. It just sucks that she doesn't sell more frequently. I couldn't put her in the Paydirt championships and the Paydirt. She wouldn't have won because, you know, I Gold Nugget sales would have won. I don't think anyone would have beat him this year. Vendetta would have been close, but Vendetta closed up. Mentally Corrupted, how's it going? The one and only, how's it going? Mad Hatter. From Eureka Gold Sands? Or BC Gold Adventures? That's awesome. And that's flash in the pan. That's awesome. He's should be almost, let's see, what do you have, like 10? So you're getting there. It's BC Adventures. Is that the Green Valley Paydirt? I think that's what it's called, like the green something. They don't ship to the U.S. Unless I'm wrong and mistaken. I know. I can't believe he wanted to melt it. He was gonna send it off to a jeweler, and but to him, gold's just gold. He doesn't see the beauty in it. You know. To him, a 1 ounce nugget and a 1 ounce bar are the exact same. He sees no value in the extra, even though I tried for years to convince him that, you know, a 1 ounce nugget is worth so much more. To him, just the same. He just goes by the gold spot. BC Gold Adventures. I'm gonna pour this in, let it soak in the water for a little bit, and I'm gonna look them up. I know I have them bookmarked, but I have to look at it and see. Like, you see that? Like, look at that. That's just dirt. Does not. It just becomes like slime from all the wax. She must have moved to a new area, because I don't remember it being like this last year. Definitely moved to a new area. Well, that's just silliness, though. If you decide to melt down something that's worth more, doesn't mean it's... People are crazy that melt down placer gold. Especially if there was nobody buying it, I would say, yeah. Like, if you could not sell placer gold, if there was nobody that was buying it, you know, if there was no Paydirt sellers, if they all closed shop and nobody really wanted, you know, smaller gold, then yeah, I could see melting it off. But all this stuff's just going in there. I'm probably losing so much flour gold tonight, but it's all going into Tuesday tailing, so it's gonna have to sit in a bucket for a while to settle. All right, let me go here. Give me a second. Let that settle for a second. Let me go look up BC Adventures. Okay, yeah, okay, I know who he is now. I'm gonna have to check him out. He's on my list. I have him on my list for BC Gold Adventures. He was second in line. He was my second bookmark. So he was close to being reviewed. I don't review a lot of sellers that, you know, are expensive shipping because it costs a lot more. But and you have flour gold as well. I mean, a lot of people don't want to buy flour gold, but it just depends, you know. I mean, look at all this dirt just floating. Oh, got gold in it. Just losing so much gold tonight. Yeah, see, I have no qualms with people who sell, like, melt down their plaster gold for things like that to make a ring for something or something personal, you know, because then it's still going to be, you know, yours. But generally, you know, I think people should leave it alone. How's it going, TNT mining? How's it going? More gold, more of this chunky, darker stuff. I don't remember why I passed up on BC Gold Adventures. I know I looked at them recently because I remember the different names for all their Paydirts. It might have been the shipping cost was high or something. I'll have to go. But I do have them bookmarked, and I know I moved them up because they're in second place now for future reviews from places that aren't in the United States. So. All things country. I love all gold. I love all gold. In fact, if you like flour gold next week, yeah, I guess it's next week. So I don't want to get into it too much because this is a live show and it's recorded and I don't want a lot of this information out there. But I have something expensive and very personal going on in my life that requires me to have a nice big chunk of money I need to have by the 1st. So I'm going to be selling some Paydirt next week, and I'll be selling some of my equipment as well because I need to, like I said, source some money. So if anyone wants a gold cube or a gold hog mini sluice, I will have those up on Patreon for sale probably next week. I might start putting them up there this weekend, things like that. So I will have signed pans, anything. If you want me to do it, dance a little jig for you, I will do that because I need to come up with a, like I said, about 4 months of my income by the first. And I'd rather not put it all on credit cards because that just... So, but I will be having the Paydirt I'm going to have for sale next week is all going to be flour gold. So if you don't like flour gold, don't buy it. But I probably will make a video about it. We'll probably make a video and post it showing you the Paydirt and the gold. So, no, nothing. It's family stuff. No health, nothing health-wise, thank God. But it has to do with family stuff. No. Now, if I needed a kidney, I would do like they do in Russia, just go on a dating site. Tell somebody you want to meet them. Yeah, have a couple of drinks, let them wake up in a tub of ice. Gold Slayer. I don't have a Gold Slayer. I have to look through my sluices, but most of them aren't worth even shipping. But I do have my Gold Slug mini sluice and a 4-stack gold cube. What's up, CJ? Thank you very much. I know I said hi to you earlier, but I know you're always quiet in chat. But thank you very much, brother. Jeff McKeebum, thank you for joining this show. Yeah, and family always does come first. So I will probably post the info, what's going on Patreon for my Patreon members so they know. But no, I don't want to do I don't want to ask anyone in the community for anything just because I got Patreon and they do enough for me, I think. So, you know, I figure I'll just sell off some stuff, you know. Maybe I'll sell off one of my kidneys or something, you know. Brian Phillips. Just email me if you're interested in the gold stack, the gold cube 4-stack. Now, I will say it's a 4-stack, but one of the stacks does not have any... I pulled off the matting off of it, but I do have some, I think it's mini dream mat for it. I just never glued it on and used it. So yeah, I have my comic collection is pretty much gone. I have a few books that are worth a little bit that I'm gonna be selling off. So, but you know, not much. Yeah, I don't really collect comic books anymore. So I just get ones that I want to read now, like, you know, trade paperbacks, things like that. So those are all up. And here, let me see. Oh no, I just closed my chat. Hold on, give me a second. There you go. And I don't know how much I'm going to be selling any of the equipment for. I know the sluice sells for, what is it, 100? The sluice was 100. And I think the little piglet power head, I probably will keep that. I'll probably just sell the sluice because I don't have the legs for it. So somebody's just going to have to stick it in their thing. So I know it was 100 plus 30 shipping. So I'll probably try and sell it for 100 shipped. But it'll really depend on where somebody lives because I don't want to ship, you know, from me to like, say, Oregon. Shipping a 4-stack is going to probably cost 100 and something bucks, and I don't want to spend that. Where if they live in Indiana, we can meet and they can pick it up. That is true, Pan. Flash in the pan. Everyone does love to show off gold in a vial. The gold cube, yeah, the gold cube's got the pump and the hose, and it's actually got an extra long hose, because the hose that comes with the gold cube, I think, is 2 feet, 3 feet. No, I think it's a 3-foot hose, and I hated the 3-foot hose, so I actually got a longer one. So I think it's a 5-foot hose on it now, but it's got the pump and everything. I just don't know what I'm gonna sell it for. I know they're like what, 400 and something. So I don't know. It's really going to depend on shipping. Like I said, if somebody's really far, I probably won't, no matter the price. I could use one tray for my cube. Well, maybe I'll do that. I'm going to post it on my Patreon. I'll post everything on my Patreon. Probably this weekend I'll go through everything and figure out. Because, like I said, I have the 3. Well, I originally bought the 3 stack. So I had a 3 stack. Then I bought an extra stack for it to make it a 4 stack. But the other stack was so I could put on different matting. So right now it's got no mat on it. And I have I want to say it's the micro mat, but it might just be the regular dream mat. It might be the regular dream mat, so. Auction this loose? No. It's just going to be buy it now price and through PayPal. But I'm going to have to work out deals with everyone, because like I said, the shipping is what can kill you. The shipping is what can kill you. You know, shipping something. For example, I looked up the shipping for the Gold Hog sluice, and they're charging $30. So I figure it's going to cost about that. But if I shipped it from me to, say, California, it'd probably cost $50. Shipping it from here down south would probably cost $20, you know. I live in Mississippi, but I like to drive to you just to meet you. That would be awesome, Brian. Yeah, Brian, email me, Dylan@MillerProspecting.com. Make me an offer. Yeah, if I'm not shipping it, I'll take you out for tacos. T-Rep Adventures, don't low cut. Tell them $550. Tell you bought it for like $2,000, T-Rep. You know I'm trying to raise money here. You got to tell people. That's it, Mentally Corrupted. Hoard it all. Better to hoard it. David Desotelos, how's it going, brother? The man with the French last name. Gotta love it. Put your signature on it. If someone wants a signed pan, I'll sign a pan. If you want something else, I don't have anything else. I know I still have a whole bunch of extra pans. I have to go through my pans and see if I have any weird ones I could sell. I have some hex pans, but they're so big, they're a pain to ship. Flash in the pan. Oh, man, I just got rid of mine. I just got rid of mine last week. I had a whole bunch of it, and I just got rid of it. Guys with no money always, you know it, and you know I'm broke. I don't hoard anything, though, because you know everything's too expensive for me. Signed blank check? Yeah, I'll send you a signed blank check. They're going to laugh at you if you walk in a bank with it. Dan Roten, how's it going? Always good to see you, man. Scott Sharp Adventures, how's it going? I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to make a post on probably this weekend on Facebook. I've got to go through all my stuff. See if I've got any extra equipment. I might have extra webcams and microphones and stuff like that. You know. I have a drone I need to get rid of. And it's a brand new drone. Only flown it once, really. My son's used it a couple times. Everything is so expensive. It's crazy. I'm poor. Poor people, everything's expensive. Rich people, nothing's expensive. Well, not that, but, you know, they make sure that there's expensive stuff for rich people, too. But I'm just a poor old Southerner. Everything's expensive. Terry Curry, that's the way. Wrenches, what's up, brother? I know I saw you just posted a new video, Wrench. I saw it right when I was getting ready, setting up and getting ready to go live. And I've got to watch yours and A3 Sky Warrior's new video. And after this show, I have auto linked this live show. So as soon as this live show ends, it's going to go straight to John R. Prospecting's channel because he's doing a premiere tonight, going through some Colorado Gold Camp Paydirt. I'm not a huge fan of them, and I think he's going to get skunked, but, you know, he's going through 3 of their bags tonight. So I figured when my show ends, might as well send everyone over there, watch his premiere. I had to sell gold to buy food. Yeah. People always have money for cigarettes, weed, beer, and Paydirt. Well, I don't smoke either one of those. I don't drink. And Paydirt is all compliments of my Patreon members. I still think that's too expensive. Other people's money is still too expensive. But I totally believe you. There's always people. My daughter complains all the time about how broke she is. Then she goes to the coffee house 3 times a day and, you know, spends $20 on coffee. All right. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Oh, is that what it was? Your live link? Oh, okay. I just saw it popped up right when I was switching over from YouTube to my live. I really need to start getting to watch more people's live shows. I miss everybody's. I need to go back and start clicking, making sure I get the notifications. Everyone gets that gold fever. Once you buy a Paydirt, that's it. You're hooked. Yeah. Once they buy Paydirt, they get hooked, and if they live near gold, then they switch from Paydirt to buying stuff to go mining. But if they're like me and they're really not too close to anything worthwhile, then they just keep buying Paydirt. That's me. I got $60 for 3 months. Oh, brother, David, next time you only got a little bit of gold, come over to me. I specialize in buying these small amounts because I know there's always people. I mean, even though I'm really broke, I had to put it on a credit card. One of my Patreon members needed to sell a gram of gold, so I told him, yeah, just send it to me. I'll pay you for it. You know. Because I know most people that buy Paydirt or gold, most gold buyers won't touch it unless it's over 10 grams. But I know there's always somebody in need that, you know, that's selling a gram. I'll buy that 1 or 2 or 3 grams. Because I'll just put it on a credit card and, you know, mix it a couple of them together and sell it, you know. Or put it in my Patreon Paydirt or something else. I buy gold doing. I do send them to you. If it's over 10 grams, I send them to you. But the little things like 2 or 3 grams, I buy that, you know. I use it for my Patreon stuff. $56 a day. Oh, man. That must be some good pipe tobacco. That's it. Those were the people in San Francisco. I watched a good documentary about the guy who opened up the first like store in San Francisco during the gold rush. The guy that opened up like the first like little, five and dime store selling everyone shovels, and how much he was making because he was selling a shovel for like $2 and he was paying like 10 cents to get a shovel shipped to him. You'd get 100 of them shipped to him and he'd charge people, and they had to have them. If you're going to gold mine, you have to have them. No worries, Refochus. Enjoy your game. I'm here every Tuesday. Well, almost every Tuesday. I do miss some every once in a while. I totally understand, David. I can't tell you how many times I've been there. Like I said, I'll be selling some Paydirt next week. And it's a custom Paydirt. I've been waiting to sell this one, but I didn't really have. I was kind of waiting to sell it later in the year, but crises don't wait. They come when they come, and you gotta sell it when you gotta sell it. So no, if it keeps you calm, that's it. I will say I miss smoking. That's the one vice I really miss. I always tell myself if I ever get sick, doctor tells me you got cancer or something, I'm going to buy a pack of cigarettes and starting smoking again. All right. I think we're all done. Yeah, so little piece of host rock on these. There we go. Add in those other pieces. There we go. So I'm guaranteed a gram. I think there's a gram there. Now don't be fooled by the big old piece here, because that's really thin. I'm guessing 1.1. But some chunkies in there. I'm going to think this is probably 1.1. Maybe 1.2, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be closer to 1.1. But we're going to weigh it up tomorrow and find out. All right, well, now that we're finished, that means it's ugly mug time. And if one of my mods wants to drop the hidden link again, all right, let's shrink down the gold. Some dirty water. Dirty, dirty. There we go. We'll leave that there. Let me open up chat. Hit up Vendetta. Vendetta probably has some for the crystalline silver. No, nothing like that. I don't mess with I don't mess with them youngins. Yeah, if they're under 40, that's too young for me. Under 40 is too young for me. Last one I went on a date with was 44, 45, 10 years younger than me, and she was crazy, crazy. I was like, no, no, I need 75, 80. I need them when they're nice and calm. I got rid of all my crazy stuff young. Now, I will be making a post on Patreon about it probably Friday or Saturday, something like that, during the weekend. So, but I do have, so tomorrow I will post a results about this because I'm really curious since I've been getting so many 100% ROIs this month. I really need to find out. So tomorrow I will be posting results for this to see if I got another 100% ROI. Nathan, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. And then Saturday, I should have a new video. I'm going to be working on it tomorrow and the next day and this week. It's a new equipment review. And then I'll probably give away that piece of equipment on the next Patreon show because it's not worth really trying to sell or something like that. But then also this weekend, I will be making a post on Patreon about my hard times, my hard knock life, and stuff hitting the fan and stuff like that. All the equipment I'm going to be trying to sell off, anything I'm going to sell, you know. If anyone needs a kidney, let me know. What? No wheezing. Too funny. 0.6 on the nug. No, that it's a flatty. Yeah, that's a flatty. That nugget's probably, my guess is 0.1, 0.12, maybe 0.15. I cannot see it. In fact, I'm going to dry it up. We're going to settle that on this here. I actually have my scale out, so I'm going to give it a second to dry off. And we're going to weigh it up. Let me see. We're seeing a little bitty fingernail. I have my scale. It is still a little wet. So let's see. I'll buy that for $1. Wow. Oh man, I was way off. 0.3. 0.3 on the big picker. So the fingernail is 0.3. I'm still gonna say 1.1, 1.2. And see, now I convinced you to go down and Johnny Wild, how's it going? No, I don't mess with anyone named Tiffany. I know better. When I was a kid, I knew not to mess with Tiffany's. All things country, you were right. It did weigh more than I thought. That pancake weighed double what I thought it was. Flat gold is some of the trickiest gold. Yeah. All gold is pretty tricky. You never know. I've had some big nuggets where I've weighed them and they weighed almost nothing. And I've had some tiny ones that are just like pure solid beauty, you know. Alan Curie, 1.35. And how's it going, Alan? How's it going? 0.2, man. 0.11. Yeah, that nug was 0.3. 0.3 something. It's a little wet, so it's probably be on there. But tomorrow I will have the results video. The nugget I got in the Aussie Paydirt was crazy. That's awesome, Chef. No Brenda, Tiffany, or Kim. Any name that was in that movie Ted. Any of the names that they could named out in the movie Ted where he just speeds names. Any of those names you don't want to mess with. I'd buy that for $1. What is it from? It was a RoboCop. RoboCop, right? Great movie. Oh. Then they went and budgeted and made bad ones. Stay away from redheads, yeah. Yeah, well, the least of my worries right now is women. Terry. Yeah. Evansville isn't known for its best street corners. No. Now I will be having some stuff up. I don't know. I mean, I'm poor. I don't like hoard stuff, so I don't really have much to sell. But I do know I have my gold cube, which I'm never going to use. I've used it a couple years, but I would much rather just keep testing equipment. And I've pretty much decided I'm not going to be doing the yearly things anymore, where I go through all my old tailings. If I ever missed enough, it wouldn't be worth it. So my first nug was 0.43. That's awesome. All right, and make sure there's a hidden link that has been posted multiple times. Make sure you go to there and leave a comment, because I'm going to be giving away 1 of 10 chances to win this. This will be chance number 3. We'll be taking 10 spots for a raffle that will be held right around 4:30. So in 8 weeks from now, we'll be holding the raffle. Every week, every Tuesday live show, we do a raffle entry, and this is entry number 3. We've got 2 earlier winners, and that's Nathan, who is a Patreon member, and Casey Sering, who is also a Patreon member. And Patreon members, you can win multiple times, so make sure if you're a Patreon member, you enter every single week. Gold Nugget Sales and Vendetta are the only 2 Paydirt companies worth getting your money from. JP Wants and More. I know I'm going to have to add Vendetta back to my top 10 list now that he's selling again. Ah, man, more work for me. I don't know who I'm going to bump off now. I might have to go back to the 11. Because that's what a YukonAli was, number 11 on the list. It was a 1 through 10 because she doesn't sell that often. I had her at number 11. I think she's number 10 now. So I might have to bump her back down to number 11 and put Vendetta back on there. And if anyone knows, just go over to, there you go. Weezen Geezer popping off. Weezen, thank you very much. So, yeah, MillerProspecting.com. Check out my top 10. Gold Nugget Sales is number 1. First nugget, 4.2 grams. There you go. That's a big beauty. Hopefully you still have it. I think the biggest nugget I've ever given away was, what was it? I think it was a 7.8 or something like that. 8-gram nugget. I think that was the biggest one I've ever given away. There's some pretty good stuff coming from Canada. They're all working miners. There's a big difference with Paydirt. You know, it's a lot easier for Paydirt sellers that mine their own. You know, they can afford it a little bit more than someone has to buy it and then make the Paydirt. I don't think they'll last, though. I don't think they'll keep selling at those high ROIs, though. Yeah. They just, you know, because eventually they learned, and like I said, YukonAli has said she's not going to, or I've heard through the grapevine that YukonAli has said she's not going to be selling her 1-gram bags of Paydirt anymore because she just doesn't make enough money because she's a real miner. And if you figure if I go spend an hour mining, I'll get X amount of money. And if I sell a 1-gram bag of Paydirt, I'll get X amount of money. They don't equal out. So she might not be selling her 1-gram bags of Paydirt anymore. So, you know. You never know. You know, some of these sellers, quick, and then they get popular. And once you get popular, then it's not as, you know, it can't give as good of an ROI. So, oh yeah. I texted him not too long ago and still haven't heard back from him. Still haven't. Was that where it came from? Maybe. I know the biggest nugget I ever came from that I've ever given away came from Gold Bay. I know the biggest nugget I ever given away because I know it was a 1/4 ounce nugget and it was from Gold Bay. So I gotta get a 4x7 and go mining. Yeah, that's the one thing. All the good mines nowadays, if you're gonna go somewhere, all gonna need 4x4s because it had to be hard to access for somebody to, you know, miss it. Yeah, so I've heard. So they did say Vendetta is back. I know I have. That's why I put one up here. See, I have my Vendetta up on my shelf. That's one of his 1-gram bags, just because he had stopped selling. But now I can take it down off the shelf. Now I'm gonna leave it up there just because I love the bag, because he doesn't actually sell it in these bags anymore, or I don't think he's ever sold them in those bags. But that's why that one will stay there. But yes, he is selling. So I do have one over here. We'll be panning that one out pretty soon. So. Charles King, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it. The 4.2, yeah. Yeah, I knew which one you were talking about. Chevy Vendetta sent me the biggest down. Yeah, Vendetta's always got some beautiful nuggets. Yeah, is Mike still here from the gold vlog? Have you put out those bird's nest gold yet? Or are you still just dilly-dallying around, sir? Shooting videos and hanging out with Vendetta. And you saw the really cool, I don't know if you saw it, but on the gold vlog where he was meeting with Mike Vendetta. Mike Vendetta was wearing one of the coolest hoodies I've ever seen. I mean, it was just awesome. Best hoodie ever. That man wears that sweatshirt. That was the best thing I ever did, sending that man that sweatshirt. He's advertised me more than I do. So, well, all right, let me go and make sure everything is ready. Say bye-bye to the chunky gold. And I'm going to get everything set up to do the giveaway. And again, right after my show ends, everyone in this channel will go straight over to John R's prospecting channel because he just did a premiere for a new video. It started at 8 o'clock, and you can all watch the tail end of it or back it up and watch it from the beginning. And he's going through some gold camp Paydirt, which from the Leeds mine in Colorado. I'm not a huge fan of their Paydirt. I've done a few reviews on them and never gotten a good ROI. So maybe he'll have better luck than me. But let me go get the link and stuff like that so we can do the giveaway. Make sure all the comments are going through. All right, all the comments went through. That was pretty good. There we go. So yeah, we got like 3 more minutes and we'll do the giveaway. Pull a name. Vendetta. I'm telling you, that man wears my hoodie all the time. He texts me all the time showing me he's wearing it. It is a really comfy one. I wear mine all the time too. I was going to wear it tonight as a matter of fact, but it's just in my studio. It's so dark in here because all the lights are kind of higher up. So. Yeah, make sure you go. We got 3 minutes, so you got time to go leave your comment if you haven't already. Only one comment. You don't need to post more than one. It's always nice if you say something good, like keep the gold, don't give it to me, stuff like that, you know. But it is a 1 in 10 chance, so you'll have a chance to win my golden Paydirt. And this is the last bag of my golden Paydirt. It is a 4-ounce bag, and it's got 1 gram of gold in it, so you want to get that. And you only get 1 chance to win. So as always, YouTube, its affiliates have nothing to do with this giveaway. This is 100% by me. And if I call your name, you must post something in the live chat or you miss it. So you don't want to miss out on your chance. So never know. That could be the one that you win in. So make sure if you leave a comment, I pull your name, you say something in the live chat. Yeah, about 3 minutes ago. I've got 1 minute now, but we'll see. Not too bad. And then again, tomorrow I will do a results video for this. Saturday, I should have a new video coming out. And this weekend, I'll be posting a whole bunch of stuff on Patreon for sale and things like that. I will have some new Paydirt coming out next week, but I'm going to shoot a video to show you because this is very special Paydirt. This is special Paydirt. I've been working on this for a while. And it's some special Paydirt I'll be showing off. And I'll probably post a video. It might be a private video on Patreon only because I'm only going to be selling the Paydirt through my Patreon members. But I will make a post about it. I might make a post on thing. But it's going to be a little bit more expensive than typical. Usually I sell my bags of Paydirt for $79 and they have a 79% ROI. This one will actually be $99 because the shipping on it's going to be more expensive for me. But you'll still get a guaranteed 79% ROI minimum. So, and it will be higher, but that's going to be the minimum. Didn't enter, won my D. Always be good to enter. Always good. No one cares if you win again. Win. No. And you see, if everyone hasn't seen, I got my JP Lawns bottle up here. Man, hand delivered it to me. I was sick as a dog too. I was trying to get JP sick. But yep, I got my JPs up there. A3 Sky Warrior just went through his HD bottle. I've got mine up here. Carson Prospecting got his up here. Spider Ace, some Banshee Mining, LXR, mini LXR. This is a little LXR. Ozark Paydirt. The last of the Lynch Mining. The last of the Lynch Mining. Ugh. Have to learn how to use my 80s Garrett 10 9-volt batteries. Oh, I didn't think any 9 volts. Oh, those are almost impossible to find now, too. So, all right, let me go make sure really quickly. Yes, everything is in the right spot. So let's go shrink down the face cam, pull a name, and see who this week's winner is. And again, you must post something in the live chat to claim your spot. And if you're a Patreon member, you can win more than once. If you're not a Patreon member, you only get one entry. So if you win today, that will be your only entry. So there we go. And if you haven't already, went to go see my YukonAli video I just posted, and I made you look at my ugly mug one more time for that video thumbnail. But YukonAli, another 100% ROI this month. Just awesome year. So far, I'm starting out really great with the Paydirt. Personal life is going straight down, but hopefully it will get better. But for Paydirt, man, I've been rocking and rolling some good Paydirts this year. So there we go. Put in there. Let's fetch the names, everything. No replies. And good luck to everyone. I wish everyone could win every single week, but only one person can. 59 comments. Let's pick a winner. Bierman, what's up, brother? And Bierman's probably watching on the big screen, and Bierman is a Patreon member, so he will get more entries. Hopefully he's here. He's watching usually on the big screen at his shop. Hope everyone is well. Good luck to everyone. Have an AU-some week. I hope you have an AU-some week as well, Bierman. But congratulations. So now we just need him to post something in the live chat. And while we wait, you get to all look at me. Full size, ugly mug. There we go. Oh, Weezin, too much. Have you ever won, Weezin? Have you ever won on one of these Tuesday shows? I know you've won before and other things, but I don't know if you've ever won on a Tuesday one. Mike Wolf, how's it going? Jeffrey Egan, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, no. Is Bierman outside or something? Tony King, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. I know a lot of these people are the quiet ones. Premiering soon? I don't know. Who do I have coming up? I have some. April's going to be all Arizona. So next month is. See, I don't have my spreadsheet here. It's on my upstairs computer. But I don't think I don't know if I have anyone else coming out that big, you know. A lot of times, because when I buy Paydirt, it's usually 3 months in advance, 2 months if it's somebody that I really want to review. So I came close to the Australian Paydirt. We only on Patreon at Christmas. Yeah, I mean, I know you've won. I just don't think you've won a Tuesday. Tuesdays is pretty hard. I mean, you only got a 1 in 60 chance, and then it's a 1 in 10 after that. So what's that, like 1 in 600? But now we're just waiting for Bierman, who has not posted yet. Oh, no. Tim, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Oh, no. If Bierman loses this spot, it's just, oh. He's a Patreon member. My Patreon members get access to the hidden link early, and I tell them every time, make sure you're here. Did he? Is Bierman here? Well, I will trust my mods that he did post. Oh, there he is. He posted right before HD. There he is. He took a while, but Bierman is here. Congratulations, Bierman. Now you have an entry. So far we have Nathan, Casey String, and Bierman. those are the 3 entries, 7 more, and then we will pull and somebody will win this 1 gram bag of Paydirt from Miller Prospecting. So now again, tomorrow I will have the results from YukonAli. I'm not going to repan it. So whatever the ROI is, it's probably a little bit higher just because some of it might have fallen in, and I don't repan the Tuesday night pannings usually, just because I'm not really worried, and whatever falls in there goes into the Tuesday tailings that I give away on my Patreon giveaways. So, you know, I'm thinking it probably is going to be close to 100% ROI on this one too. So what did I pay for this one? I think it was $82 plus shipping, something like that. $80 plus $10 shipping. So it was a little bit higher than last year because she added in shipping, but that little flat piece weighed 0.3, so that threw me off. I was thinking 1.1, 1.2, but it might be a little bit higher. But we'll find out. Tomorrow I will have a results video. Saturday I should have an equipment review, and whatever piece of equipment I review will be given away at my next Patreon Gaw. I will give it away. Whoever wins is getting it. Somebody's getting it, and I'm sending it to their house if they want it or not. But again, I'm going to get out of here and go hang out, eat something and stuff like that. But as soon as I close the show, it will direct everyone right over to John R. Prospecting, because he is doing a review. He started at 8 o'clock, and everyone can go over there, say hi to him, and see what he's doing. He's going through some Colorado Gold Camp, 3 bags of Paydirt. So y'all go check out John R's channel, watch those 3 reviews. I'm not a huge fan of that Paydirt, but maybe he's going to get some better luck than I've ever had with them. But Gregory Littleton, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. Pretty late, but we're getting out here early. But thanks everyone for joining me. Hopefully I will see you all Saturday for the premiere. If I do a premiere, last week I didn't. But if not, next Tuesday, live. Hopefully to see you all there. But until then, thank you all for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for being Patreon members, subscribers, and all those great things. And keep watching the videos and having fun. So happy panning, everyone. Later.